30-some years ago, my religion, my life, my existence was all about football. All about football. When I say that, I can tell you stories that you wouldn't believe. How I wouldn't go to the bathroom without a pencil and a piece of paper, because you never know you're going to think about the next best play. It was a disease for me. I went to a clinic, a coach's clinic in Minneapolis, and FCA is famous for having free lunches or free breakfasts. So I went to this free breakfast. My dad would have been proud of me. And I filled out a card, and the card talked about what's your association with FCA? Have you been a huddle leader? Were you in a huddle as a young person? Never had any association with FCA. But on that card it said, would you be willing to work a summer camp? And because that was my deal, I filled that out, put my number on there, and a month later I got a call from Mark Tiemann, who was the state director of Minnesota, and he said, John, would you like to go to Gustavus Adolphus? These are the dates, St. Peter, Minnesota. I said, I'm in. I get there, I'm around all these football coaches, and the first thing we do is a devotion and a prayer. And I'm going, what are we doing? Let's go coach football. That's why I came. Then we planned practice. At the end of practice, Coach Heinitz said, how about we do team? And I thought in the back of my mind, that is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. We got kids from all over the Midwest. They're not on the same team. We're going to try to line up in a defense and try to simulate something. But as a young guy, first time there, I didn't say anything. And so we get done with that. And then I think we're going to practice. No, we got to go to chapel. So we go to chapel, and they introduce the chaplain. They introduce the praise and worship band. They talk about the system. I'm there with my visor, my whistle on the edge of my seat. I'm ready to go. Didn't hear any of this stuff. Then we get to go to practice. And I'm in heaven. And literally, the facilities, the grass, I mean, you literally thought you were in heaven, right? And I'm coaching up a storm, and it gets to those last 15 minutes, and I dreaded it, and I take the defensive backs down there, and in those days, that was 30-some years ago, everybody huddled. And so I'm gonna act like I'm supporting coach's idea. So these kids huddle up, and I go into the huddle, and everybody that's played football, ready break, right? Ready tackle, ready hit, something manly, right? And I go into this huddle, and these kids go, praise the Lord. And I backed out of the huddle, and it's like my world stopped. I went over and stood in the sidelines for the next 15 minutes and just watched practice. And as I did that, my mind just raced, thinking, what have I been doing these last number of years? All I cared about is climbing this coach's ladder. And that night, put the kids to bed, put my wife, got her down, I got out of bed, and I went, found a vacant dorm room, got down on my knees and gave my life to Christ. Because of 14 and 18-year-old kids saying, praise the Lord at FCA camp. That's why you send kids to camp. That's why you send coaches to camp. And I've seen that happen for decades. Kids come there and their life has changed. My life has changed.